Waking up, midnight November, and you're still in my bed. It's kinda rough, 'cause since I met you, there's things we've never said. So if I go, oh,
I have to say the friendships that I've developed here are not just throughout this process, but lifelong friendships. I'm very thankful for all of them.
My favorite part of nursing school would have to be the after-test shenanigans. We would all just be in the hallway after the test, and we'd just play, oh, you pass, you fail, you pass. And I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. And that would always be a moment I would remember, because in that moment we were so vulnerable and weak, and we just wanted to pass that test, and that's something I would always remember.
Gallbladder, liver,
oh, for a little while longer.
My favorite part about nursing school was being able to see different people from different backgrounds come into one classroom and have the same desire to want to take care of people and be with them in the most vulnerable places and point in time in their lives, and also getting to know and meet those people, and just meeting all the professors, because they're not really on campus that much, so getting to know them and who they are outside the classroom.
When I'm home, no, we can talk about the pitfalls of the road. And if you say go,
I think my favorite part about nursing school was meeting a whole bunch of new people that wanted to do the same thing that I wanted to do, and that's just help people.
I am like, well, this doesn't even have it. It doesn't. It hasn't. I
think my favorite part about nursing school is finding out this is really what I was called to do, my passion. I felt like the Lord's been leading me to do nursing, but in nursing school we question ourselves a lot, and throughout the hard times and even the good times, but getting to see the patients and really getting to know them and serving them the way that I've been called to serve. I think that's probably my favorite part, and finding out this is what I'm supposed to be doing and what I'm called to do.
Pray that everybody passed their finals, everybody passed their CAPTCHAs, and I'm sure everybody did. And please pray for this food and nourishment for our bodies, and everybody has a happy Merry Christmas. Amen.
My favorite part of nursing school was the day I passed the ATI exit exam. Basically because it meant that I was going to graduate, so that's probably the best part of it.
My favorite part of nursing school would probably be the preceptorship that we're all doing right now, because everything kind of comes together and you get to see the connections that you're making with patients, and you get to take care of them sometimes twice or 3 times in a row, and you get to build the connections and just know that you're making a difference and see the impact that you're having on the patients and their families.
My favorite part about nursing school has to be all the people I've met along the way and all the friendships that I know will last a lifetime.
Surprise! I think my favorite part about nursing school was the lifelong friendships that I made. I feel like we came into this not knowing each other, but we came out of it together, and we know that we didn't do it alone, and that there was no man left behind all the time. We were always building each other up, wanting each other to succeed, and really being there through all the ups and downs of nursing school.
I'm the dirt on the floor, and the broom just been scooping. I've been blessed.
Oh yeah, but it's the title. Organizing all the junk.
It probably had to be last semester, community health, when we had like a little group presentation, and we get our grade back, and I see in my comments, great presentation, good work. "What was going on with your hair though?" And that was from Miss Blair.
I would stop everything, oh, my heart would play the role.
Okay, so shout out for Zach for this one because we were at mental health clinicals and I'm really short obviously, and most of the patients are a lot taller than me, and so I sat like up on a bench so I was a little bit higher and had a little bit of height, and this guy kept coming closer and closer, and so I got scooted away, and then he just kept coming closer and closer, and so Zach had to like go in between us and like save me. But Zach has saved me on multiple occasions on mental health clinicals.
Oh,
the funniest part of nursing school probably would be after every test, going into Christy's office and making her mad.
and act like it's never been broke. Though my soul.
The funniest moment was probably the first semester when Miss Truitt left me by myself in West Central Psych Facility, by myself, surrounded by a bunch of people when we were supposed to have a partner with us, but she left me by myself for 10 minutes, so thank you, Miss Truitt.
Good afternoon, my name is Savannah Smith. I'll be your nurse today. Can you go ahead, and state your name and date of birth?
Late nights studying in the West Side, and then when it was time to leave, all the lights in the hallway would be out and it looked like a killer scene from a movie.
And lately I really need to know.
The funniest part of nursing school was, it was after the mother-baby final, and I had to make a certain grade, and I test separately, so I have these big things on the side of where I test that have keys in them, and I got so excited that I made that grade, I jumped up and my leg hit the key and I broke it off. And when I went in the office, everybody was dying laughing at me because I had a big old whelping bruise on my leg. Well, Johnny could propose if I can't pass nursing school.
I think the funniest part about nursing school was any time that a professor called Trevor Travis.
I would stop everything, oh, my heart would play.
I don't know if I would honor a specific one. They all have very different qualities. Like Dr. Hay, for instance, she's just overall awesome and just kind of gives us kind of a breather. And then Odom is just funny with her little tactics and her little ways about her. And then Miss McSpadden and Miss Brown, junior year wouldn't have been the same without them, for sure. They were a big part of that. And then Blair and Sauter, they're just very knowledgeable about nursing and the overall scope of practice that nurses encompass. And so having their experience and their years of experience, I think, is what made them so impactful for us. So, yeah, all of them. I appreciate all of them.
They're all fantastic nurses, or teachers and nurses, but I would say Miss Blair because she always comes in with a smile. She's the first one to say, "Hey, how's your morning going?" My first semester, we didn't have Miss Blair. None of us did unless she had nutrition, but I was walking up the hall and she says, "Good morning, Zach, how are you?" And I was like, "Who's this lady?" I've never even seen her before. This is like the first day of school. So having her already know who I was when I wasn't a part of her class, and it just meant a lot to me. And having her this senior year, she's just a fantastic teacher and explains everything to a T. But they all do. They're all great teachers though, so I like all you guys.
If I could honor a professor, it'd be Dr. Sauter, because for the past year she's been like a mentor to me. She's very passionate about what she does, and you can tell she's passionate about helping students learn and grow, and that's exactly what she's done. She's helped me grow in my research, helped me carry out a research project. She's always there whenever I have questions to answer, and she's just someone I look forward to seeing every day.
If I could honor a professor, I think I would honor every single one of them because they put a lot of time and energy into our success and into everything nursing. I wish that other professors on campus knew how much time was involved in being a nursing professor, because I remember Ms. McSpadden and Ms. Brown being there like until 5 or 6 in the afternoon, setting up for labs and doing a lot of extra work just to help us get by. But I would definitely shout out Dr. Hay because she believed in all of us, like even from the very beginning. She never made it seem like we weren't good enough, and I think that's so beneficial to all of our starting. But I'd also like to shout out Ms. Brown because I don't know, me and her just vibe really well, and she always believed in me throughout like my whole first semester. And when I was really low on myself my first semester, seeing her always reassured me, and she's just the best.
This is easy. Dr. Hay. She has been not only just a professor to all of us, but she has been a healer, one to wipe away tears, one to give motivation, one to be there when you feel like you're gonna just give up. She has been a tremendous resource for all of us throughout nursing school, not just as a professor, but as a motivator, a friend, a healer, one to wipe away the tears when we feel like we were just gonna give up and not make it, and one to just influence us and bring out the greatness in us in becoming nurses. She's definitely a huge reason that I'm where I am.
If I were to honor a teacher, it would definitely be Miss Odom. She is so smart. I wish I had half of what she knows in her brain and mine. She's so smart, she's so intelligent. Every time I've ever needed anything about pharmacology, anything about med-surg, anything, all I would have to do is go to her office and she would explain it in layman's terms. And she is just so smart and she's awesome.
I think Miss Truitt would be the one I would honor because she helped me believe in myself when I didn't believe in myself. Nursing school is really difficult, and there's times where you question yourself and question why you're here and what your purpose is. But anytime that I had any kind of issue, she always reassured me and just told me that I could do it and made me believe in myself again. And she's also one of the most kindest, most kind-hearted people you'll ever meet, and she cares about every single one of us, and I really appreciate that.
If I could honor a professor, it would have to be Miss Truitt because she's so kind-hearted and caring and always takes time to listen to my problems. And I just love her. And all the professors, of course.
I definitely think mine would have to be Miss McSpadden because she definitely pushed me to go into an area with a whole bunch of women, babies, you know, not a lot of guys go into that. And she just gave me like that little nudge, and I loved it, and I'll probably be doing babies the rest of my life.
Being an advocate.
Service.
Being compassionate.
Leader.
Being a nurse means just doing more than yourself and going above and beyond every day, and always putting the patient, whoever it is, you know, you have before you and everything.
Being a nurse to me means that you're a healer. We comfort the sick, hold the hand of the dying, and we're just also an advocate too, and that just means a lot.
How long can we be touching?
Being a nurse means not giving up, knowing that you are capable of doing things that you never thought you would be before you started your little journey. Being a nurse means being there for people when they don't know what's going on and in the most scariest point in time of their lives. Being a nurse means having a caring heart and being kind when maybe no one else in their lives is being that way. And finally, I think being a nurse means expressing empathy and understanding and wanting to understand what they're going through. Not just feeling sorry for them, but wanting to understand and be there for them.
Y'all, we did it!
Y'all, we did it!
We did it, everybody!
Guys, we did it! Yay!
Y'all, we did it!
Y'all, we did it! I'm so proud of all of you.
Y'all, we did it. Let's go get rowdy and have a good time. Maybe edit that part out.
Good. say go, I would stop everything, oh. My heart would play the role now.
We love you, Dr. Hay.
So if I go, oh, 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 for a little while,